Hey guys, the video you're about to watch was actually filmed on December 16th on a Monday when I got the filter. This video is just now being uploaded just because I'm really busy with Christmas and stuff. But this canister filter has actually been running since December 16th. There's a lot of pros and cons to it. This first video is just an unboxing. I'm going to try to edit it pretty good, just go through it real quick, and then I will do an update on what's going on with that filter. Let me just say that I really like it. It's definitely a lot better than the two AHLB filters I had, but there's some pros and cons. So like I said, this is just part one, just an unboxing, and then I will make a part two following up on how it's working. So here you go. Hey, what's going on everybody? Jason here, JDO Fish Tank. My new canister filter just came in today, and I'm going to do a quick unboxing. I don't know if I'm going to have time to set it up. This will be a part one. I don't know if I'm going to show me setting it up. Haven't gotten to that part yet, but there will definitely be a part two. I'll either show it set up or running, but for now we're going to do an unboxing. This is a new model of SUNSUN. It's the HW704B. It's definitely got a different style to it, and it's supposed to have a lot of upgrades to it. So we'll do a quick unboxing, show you everything, but let's check out some of the features on this, on the box first. Okay, here's the close-up on the box. This is model HW704B, 45 watts. So if you're looking for something that's not going to drain your electric bill, I would recommend not getting this, but I don't care. Output, it's in liters. I believe that 2,000 liters is about 525 watts per hour, GPH. Looks like the UV sterilizer is 9 watts. This does have instructions on the side of the box. Okay, now that we did a quick overview on the box and some of the features on it, let's go ahead and open this up. First, we'll take out the box of, this is pretty much going to be all your accessories in here. Looks like we got a manual, which is probably not going to tell me a whole lot, and same green hoses as most of their filters. I've heard a lot of bad complaints about SUNSUN canister filters that the hoses are too stiff. Well, you got to soak them in hot water to straighten them out and to put them on the inlet and outlets. But you want a nice stiff hose. You want to make sure it doesn't leak and it doesn't come off your inlet and outlet. So I find it funny that people complain about these. Alright, here's our inlet and outlet valve that's going to go on the top of the canister itself. Yep, there's water still in it, which means they test it, which that is definitely a good thing. Alright, so it looks like we've got some pieces for spray bar. I'll do a close-up on all of this in a second. Looks like we got our spray bar here. This looks like this is going to be the return spray bar come off of this. This looks like this is going to be the intake. This is going to go down into the tank. Actually, right there, that's pretty far. That might actually be too far. I may have to cut that. I do like these. I'll show you that here in a minute. Looks like these are going to grip onto the tank. That's pretty cool. That was not on the other two SUNSUN filters that I owned. Right here. Alright, here's the filter itself, and let's take it out of the bubble wrap. Alright, let's go ahead and take these clamps off. I've already done a lot of research on this canister and looked at a lot of the features on it, and this new button here, this does have a UV sterilizer. This is supposed to be a lot better quality and keep it completely waterproof. It's got this little plastic gel cover over the button. I'm no engineer, I have no idea whether that's actually better or not. It's supposed to be. That seemed like a lot better seal right there. That actually took some effort opening that, which I believe is good. The inside of this, let me see if I can get that on the camera. It actually looks like a lot better quality construction in there to put the UV sterilizer bulb. We'll find out. I guess I'm gonna actually have to install that bulb. Let's see how many trays we got here. We've got the top tray. Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to make some room here. Here's the second tray, which looks like contains the bulb itself. Got some cutters here. Try not to damage the bulb. I guess this is actually the bulb. This is the cover. This looks pretty nice. Looks like we got some nice double O-ring seals to waterproof that bulb. Maybe they had some problems with them leaking before. So I'm not going to open the bulb. I don't want to touch it or get my fingerprints on it. I will install that later. But yeah, this is already pre-greased. The top unit already had a bunch of grease on the O-ring seal around that, and this does, which is nice. Looks like we got some filter floss in here. I don't know if I'm going to use this or not. That's one tray. Oh, we got 4 trays. 4 trays. Woo-hoo-hoo. They've all got a filter pad in them. Looks like these snap together pretty good too. Oh, that's pretty cool. Well, in a lot of videos I watched, you got a blue sponge. More of a foam sponge that was supposed to go on the bottom. I did not get one. No big deal. Here is the inlet. The plastic on this seems pretty standard, like the SUNSUNs I've had before. Pretty decent. I wouldn't say it's heavy duty, nor would I say it's crap. I'm happy with it. This is one I wanted to give you a close-up of. Looks like they've got these little tank clamps on here. So your inlet and your outlet actually clamp to the back of the tank so you don't have to worry about it falling off. Now that I like, that's cool. The ones I had before did not have that. That will help keep these in place. These tubes definitely seem a little bit thicker and sturdier than the ones I had before, so pretty happy about that. I guess I'll use a spray bar. We'll see what happens with that. But that's pretty cool. Got 4 trays there. I guess it's not really necessary to have 4 trays, but just allows you to have more media. I don't know if I'm going to use this padding right here. I'll probably just use my filter floss. Here's the return. That's got that clamp on there. That's pretty cool. Not sure how sturdy or quality that clamp is. We will find out. Seems pretty thick. I mean, good enough to at least clamp it to the tank though. We'll have to check that out. Okay, one cool feature of this, I'm not sure how much this would actually be an issue, but this is a magnetic shutoff switch for the UV light. You got to make sure you put this top on correctly, the exact same way, so that this right here is going to come in right there. I believe something like that. There's something in this head over here that magnetically connects to there, so that when you lift the head off, if you still have it unplugged, even though you may still have this plugged in, if you lift that off, it's automatically going to shut off the UV light. I don't know why you would take the top off if it was still plugged in, but I don't know, maybe I'm partially wrong about that, but that's what the box says. Okay, not sure if you guys can see that, but there's a little diagram there that shows when you take the top off, it says UV bulb automatic power off. So that's kind of cool, but again, I don't know why you would take the top off if it was still plugged in. Alright, here is the actual UV bulb I just took out. Careful not to touch the actual glass part of it. So it seems pretty straightforward. You can see the 2 holes in there. You're just going to push that in like that. Make sure you wear some gloves. I don't know if I have any plastic gloves, but I'm going to hold this with something. I don't want to touch it with my fingers. But yeah, let me see. Looks like you can plug it in either way, that way or around. Just trying to see if the right, negative, and positive had to line up. I don't think that matters. And then you'll just push on the protective cover over there. Okay, I went ahead and slipped the bulb in. I didn't show it because I did not want to mess with the camera with the bulb. I used a Ziploc bag around my hand so I didn't touch it and pushed it in. It wasn't too hard. Definitely had to give it a little bit of force to snap it in. And then, looks like I guess this locks in. We'll see. Oh yeah, you can see, you're gonna have to put it in like this. You got 2 tabs on each side to push it in and then twist and... Okay, so there is some movement on this, which is kind of weird, but I believe the O-rings actually have it waterproof and sealed. You just turn it, these tabs right here, it just locks it underneath there and keeps it in place. And honestly, that's fine if it's loose as long as it's watertight. That's kind of cool because this looks like it'll be really easy to replace this bulb if it goes out. But I went ahead and put the valve, inlet outlet valve on there. And so I picked this up for about 90 bucks off of Amazon, and for 525 gallons per hour, I think that's pretty good. And the reason I went so high on the GPH was I got some more fish in my tank. My flower horn's really big. I'm automatically going to cut that GPH in half by a 250, but like 250, 300 gallons per hour, especially when this is full of media and you got the pipes, hoses going up to the tank. I always cut the GPH in half on what the filter is rated for. It's just a safe thing that I go by. Also, I do plan to upgrade my tank at some point. Like I said in my last video, I've got quite the thing going on in this garage. I got a recording studio, I got a whole freaking shop, but if I could fit a 125 tank in here somewhere, I would love to do that. But as you can see, it's quite the mess. So, overall aspect, this looks pretty cool. I actually gotta go see if I can even fit this in the stand of my tank. If not, I will probably have to put it on the side of the tank. Not really a big deal, but now I got a mess to clean up over here. So far, for 90 bucks, I'm pretty impressed. It's not bad. I mean, I really like these clamps here that's going to clamp onto the tank. All this plastic seems a little bit thicker and sturdier than some of their older stuff. 4 trays is pretty cool. I'm actually kind of bummed I didn't get that blue foam sponge, but, you know, whatever. I can make my own. But, okay, so that's part 1. I tried to cover as much as I could. I know my videos are kind of thrown together. I don't really plan them out. If I missed anything, let me know. The canister itself also has the specs. You got 45 watts power. The UV power is 9 watts. Your voltage and your output 2,000 liters an hour, which is 525. So I guess you didn't really have to look at the box, but actually I didn't look at the manual. I think this says pretty much everything the box says. Yeah, they actually did go into a little bit better detail on this manual than they did the last couple I had. I'm sorry, I keep saying the last 2. I only had one. One was an aqua top, but it was pretty much the same thing. But they do kind of have an exploded diagram, so at least that's something. That's pretty cool. It does have written instructions. I don't know if I'm going to actually show me actually putting this together. And for those of you that can't stand these stiff hoses, plug your sink up, fill it up with really hot water, soak these hoses for at least 15 minutes to get them really hot and pliable. Then stretch them across your kitchen floor, put some weight on them so they stay straight. When they cool down, they'll stay very, very straight. And then do the same thing with the ends to put them on your inlet and outlets. Heat them up in hot water and just slip them on and tighten them. It's not hard. You definitely got to use hot water on these hoses. Alright guys, that's the video. Thanks for watching. Next, part 2, it's either going to be up and running or I will try to show you putting it together. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section, and thanks for watching.